Coming up on Ropin, I'm going to be talking with y'all about wildflower photography and why I just like the roadside so much. Because sometimes you just have to look out the window in order to see what life should be like. That's coming up right now. Hey y'all, Trucker Zach Bell here. And if you didn't see my last episode of Talk Zach, that's because I had to take it down due to the reason that it wasn't coming up in the YouTube algorithm. So I did post it on Instagram and it's been a huge success over there. So go check it out. But right now, we're going to be talking wildflower photography and the Bluebonnet selfies. So, what is it about wildflowers that are so attractive? Not just to photographers, but to families and to travelers. Well, they do make the roadside a lot more beautiful. And they allow the background to be even more picturesque when you're going on a road trip, enticing you to get that camera out and take pictures. So, here's how I do it. First, I find a safe place to do it. Second, I've had plenty of practice with my cameras, especially looking out bus windows, truck windows, and of course, stopping at the rest areas and truck stops. And third, is that oftentimes I use a camera like this for that kind of shooting. So, it is fairly simple. The question becomes, how do we do it safely? So, here's my answer to you. Go try it sometime. And here's the safety tips I'm going to give you. Now, remember, these are just a general guide. But each situation is going to be different when you're shooting wildflowers. Number one, find a safe place to do it. This could mean a state park, travel center, truck stop, rest area, just somewhere that is off the highway, where you're in less danger than you would be if you were roadside. Number two is that you should consider using a real camera for these shots and not just your phone. And the reason why is because a real camera like this Canon EOS RP has interchangeable lenses. So you can actually change them out as needed to either make it wider so that you can get the whole group in, or so you can do a tighter shot that zooms in on a particular flower. Maybe there's a bee pollinating on the flower, for instance. Or maybe there's... Well, I take that back. There's a bee collecting pollen from the flower. Or there's a snake somewhere in the grass that's just minding his or her business during the snake mating season. And speaking of snakes, situational awareness is another reason to use a real camera instead of a phone if you can help it. Because with the real camera, you have a thing called a viewfinder, like this. This is an electronic viewfinder on this particular model. Whereas your phone means taking shots with your phone means relying on the LCD screen. And that LCD screen can get pretty tricky to see if you're not wearing something like this and you're trying to take a picture on a nice sunny day. So, and if you are going to use your phone, I would strongly encourage you to wear a hat. Because in the end, that's one of the things that could make the difference between you getting the shot and you blowing the shot. So, let's make sure that you get the picture. And that you do so safely. I'll talk more about this later on some of my other episodes of Ropin' It. And in particular during the shutter therapy sessions. But just know that there are plenty of places that you can safely get your wildflower pics. And where you can easily avoid a felony herbicide violation. Until next time, stay safe, y'all, and let's make your next road trip your best trip ever. Keep learning, keep thinking, and keep taking pictures of those bluebonnets. Bye for now.